For months, astronomers promised 3 Atlas would be a harmless flyby, a bright interstellar visitor skimming past Mars before vanishing into the black. But the cosmos rarely does harmless without reason. Now James Webb has delivered data that flips the narrative upside down. The numbers have changed. The trajectory has shifted. And scientists are whispering what no one wanted to say aloud: 3 Atlas might hit Mars. When it was first spotted on July 1st, it looked like any other comet. A glowing blur racing inward at a record 87 kilometers per second. But comets slow as they approach the inner system. This one accelerated. Its path tightened. Its coma doubled in brightness. Ultraviolet spikes and unnatural outgassing lit up its spectrum. It wasn't drifting, it was steering. Then Webb caught the impossible. Rhythmic thrusts from its tail, perfect 17-minute intervals like a heartbeat in space. Not random ice jets. Deliberate maneuvers. Revised impact simulations showed a near miss narrowing to just 1.95 million kilometers from Mars, a hair on the cosmic scale. And with thrust this precise, a small adjustment could turn a near miss into a direct strike. The pulses aligned perfectly with Mars's orbital plane. We're not watching a rock anymore. We're watching something aim. Avi Loeb's team at Harvard broke the taboo: 3 Atlas might be engineered. Radar from Mars orbiters returned metallic echoes, not soft cometary signatures. Amateur high-exposure images showed green needle-like beams converging toward Mars, pulsing in sync with the vents. It doesn't look like a comet. It looks like a vehicle delivering something. An impact would be apocalyptic, 10 billion tons striking at 57 kilometers per second, unleashing 2 million megatons of energy. It would erase decades of exploration and possibly crack open reservoirs of Martian life we've only guessed at. Worse, if Atlas carries organic or synthetic payloads, the collision could seed the planet with foreign biology, panspermia not from Mars to Earth, but Earthward life flipped in reverse. Perhaps destruction isn't the point. Perhaps Mars is the incubator. Leaks from Webb revealed traces of synthetic polymers and carbon nanotubes embedded in Atlas's gases, engineered materials that shouldn't exist in deep space. Inside sources say emergency task forces are scrambling, not to deflect it, but to understand it. NASA fell silent. Telemetry feeds from rovers glitched. A classified transmission used the phrase, "Impact Protocol initiated." If 3 Atlas is intelligent, Earth may already be responding, and it may already know we're aware. Then SETI cryptographers turned its trajectory into binary. Outspilled a structured code, atomic numbers of carbon, oxygen, silicon, iron, building blocks of life and machines, interspersed with prime number countdowns. The object's flight path itself may be a message written in motion. Strike means one answer. Miss means another. Either way, the message is already sent. Atlas's approach lines up with a perfect corridor over Elysium Planitia, a Martian region etched with spirals and Fibonacci-like ridges. At its center lies a circular basin with crystalline deposits that pulse infrared light in regular intervals. Long dismissed as geology, it now looks like a beacon. Was Mars always the rendezvous? A shadow trails Atlas at a fixed distance, dark, untouchable, moving in perfect unison, not debris, but something mirroring. Perhaps Atlas is not the actor, but the carrier. Its trajectory hits ancient resonance dates, equinoxes, rare orbital harmonics, the same cycles carved into monuments and myths describing a flame serpent descending on the red god Mars. Perhaps this has happened before. And as Atlas closes in, Mars stirs. Dust storms spiral in symmetry with its pulses. Xenon isotopes rise from fissures. Magnetometers detect a weak but structured 17-minute signal beneath Olympus Mons, a dead volcano suddenly humming the same frequency as the object itself. Mars isn't reacting, it's preparing. Webb's final scans of Atlas's tail found something stranger than life. A repeating strand of RNA-like code, not Earth-based but clearly structured for replication, portions echoing musical intervals and encryption keys. Life not as cells, but as language, a living code drifting across space. Now Mars, Earth, the Sun, and Atlas are about to align, perfectly, like a keystone falling into place. For millennia humans built monuments to this triad without knowing why. Perhaps we were preparing ourselves. Because 3 Atlas may not be coming to destroy. It may be completing something, a pattern, a countdown, a convergence scripted into the bones of planets and the pulse of gravity itself. Mars may be the stage. But we are the audience. And we were never meant to be passive observers.